Hello, everybody. Welcome back in the Hobbit's Hole in the Ground, or Il Buco dell'Hobbit in Italian. Today I'm joined by the very famous international player, tournament organizer, uh, what else? Expansion designer, Vanali. So, welcome back.
Yes, thank you for inviting me here. It's an honor to be back here with you.
Thanks a lot. The honor is mine. Actually, I think we are both honored because today we have kind of the privilege to comment on the first game of the final of the WOME World Championship, which is the first one ever organized by Vanali. So, yeah, pretty exciting.
Yeah, so and then if you haven't watched the Fat Hobbit's commentary on the semifinals games, I would recommend taking right now to go back and watch those to avoid spoilers. But after a hard-fought series of games, our finals is now between Saved by Him and Lanxing. Both players are from China. So just like with the World Tournament, where the finals were all Italy, now we have all China in the WOME tournament.
Right.
And as the higher seed for the first game, Saved by Him chose to play as the Free Peoples for this game.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
see for the nation end, we see this every little is a game, Fire of Galadriel, and Rates of Fear.
Yep.
Every
Which
people.
I would say this is a pretty good starting hand. We have 2 playable cards, which, though we already see that they've chosen the alternate Gandalf, but every little is a game does allow some cycling, so and then File is just nice to have if you ever have an extra Palantir. Wraiths of Fear, if you crown Aragorn, that's also nice to have.
Indeed.
We look at the Shadow hand.
Yeah, Horde from the East, very nice as well. Maybe a little bit premature, but I would prefer to see it sooner than later, let's say. The Lord of the Elven Rings, not the best card, personally, for my opinion, for my taste. And a Great Fleet, which, I mean, since we will probably see the Southern and Eastern going to war because of the first card already, I think it's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if they don't, it's also playable to add a Corsair to the starting setup.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think overall, I probably wouldn't mind having either of these hands. Turn one.
Yeah.
And,
Let's see how it goes.
yep, if we look into the Fellowship phase, so we have Gimli starts out, and Saved by Him grabs the Narya die, and Lanching chooses the political token.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think all this here is reasonably standard. Nothing too crazy yet. And then
Yeah,
and
that's an interesting choice. Like in one of the semi-final games, Saved by Him has done the same thing of separating Gimli with a Council of Rivendell variant setup option. I think it's interesting because my feeling is that in War you can already provide some protection over the dual line with the Eagles, so that you can maybe keep the corruption absorption as much as possible inside the fellowship, allowing to protect it as much as possible. But it worked pretty well last time. So, like, I would be very scared as a shadow to go against such a robust dual line. But who knows? We will
I
see.
mean, yeah, between the Eagles and having a companion in there, especially if Saved by Him manages to draw Danes, then Erebor becomes basically untakeable, I think.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right. Lanxing decides to go no eyes,
Brave.
which, yeah, crave especially in Loam, but they do roll 2 more at least, alongside 2 Palantirs, 2 armies, and a hybrid. I think only 1 muster isn't great, and then since the only card that's going to be you only have 2 legally playable cards right now, and neither of them you're particularly happy to play turn 1, so I think you're going to do a lot of drawing.
Hmm. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Unless the
Saved by
Fellowship is
Him
gonna get the
will...
reveal. We will see. I don't know.
Yeah, if the Fellowship gets revealed, then you want to save that hybrid for getting the Chief,
Hmm.
which 3 peoples roll a character, a will, and 3 musters. So you might be tempted to try and get the elves or dwarves to war turn 1, maybe. Especially since Shadow's going to have a bit of a slower start. You could
Yeah.
also play every little as a gain and try and cycle for something like Thranduil.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, ideally, well, though these eyes they don't allow such an action. But ideally, I would go for crowning Aragon, especially for having Rates of Fury in hand already set. Um,
Yeah.
but that doesn't seem very
So,
possible at the moment. But I would definitely
yeah.
try to push the elves towards war because, like, I have main masters, and those are the eyes perfect to do such a thing. For the dwarves, that's also an option, but I think that you can still push them towards war with other dice in a second moment, thanks to the Gimli alternative companion ability.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. And Lanxing starts by moving the elves down. So,
yeah,
Saved by Him starts by moving the elves down. Saved by Him is our 3 people's player, which seems to be a reasonable move. Lanxing does the double Mordor move, going Nirn to Gogroth with that first die. So
yeah,
I think the traditional move is usually to go far Harad to near Harad with your first half movement, I think. But so so I'd say interesting choice, not too extreme.
I would say is I don't know. Not to give maybe too much away or like to be as robust as possible, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
Saved by Him moves the elves down again. So looks like the plan there is to get the elves to war turn 1. Shadow could, if they save the token and that muster, they could use the token to bring Sauron to war, and then get the Black Captain turn 1, if
Yeah,
Saved by Him puts the elves all the way to war.
indeed.
Which, yeah. Lanxing looks to be preparing an all-out attack on Gondor
Oh,
from Sauron.
yeah, that's an
So,
interesting move.
yeah.
I guess it makes also
Boromir isn't...
sense because you, as long as the no deadman show up in Gondor, if you have the right cards, why not? Like having a great fleet. I don't know. Maybe you can really prepare yourself for a good attack on Gondor, being as fast
Yeah.
as you can. So I guess it makes sense.
I mean, you do start with a deadly strife, and Boromir isn't down here, so there isn't as much risk of a Free People's Military attempt, since there's not going to be any through a day and a night shenanigans.
Indeed.
Yeah. And Saved by Him decides to do it. Elves are all the way to war, so does Lanxing now try and hold out for the chief, or do they go for the Black Captain turn 1? Or maybe even for Gothmog or Saruman.
I would expect Gothmog most likely.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised by the savedbyhim move to bring all over towards war immediately like that. Not not sure if it was absolutely necessary to do it in that way, but yeah, I mean, fair enough. At this point,
Yeah.
maybe you can also really consider. I guess the Gothmog die is already quite good. I think you can consider going Gothmog, and then potentially next round, if it's necessary, going for the base Witch King. In that way, you were able to master Gothmog, which can make a huge difference, especially when attacking Gondor.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, you get stuck, for example, in those sieges on the dell'Hobbit, and if you have Gothmog there, like you can recruit on the spot. But you cannot do it. You cannot recruit Gothmog if you first recruit the base Witch King. So I would go as
Yep.
Gothmog here, and then consider in the next round potentially base Witch King, or if the Fellowship is going to be revealed with the alternative. I think the Gothmog die is already quite good. Like I don't think you need to bring in the chief. Sorry, the base Witch King already.
Another argument for Gothmog is that since you already have Fear of Their Masters, Gothmog does work for this. So if you want to get this, in my opinion, very strong combat card, then Gothmog can do that. The Witch King can too, but Gothmog also isn't going to activate all the nations, so that's a bit more time you have. Pretty nice if they do decide to go for a do attack, or Mumakiel's also nice for maybe Dol Amroth.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep. Saved by Him uses the will. Changes their mind, uses the character, changes their mind again, uses the will, and musters in Woodland Realm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow's already declared their intent to go for Gondor, so I suppose an
Yeah,
interesting choice. And Lanxing decides to play Lore of the Elven Rings for the card effect.
this is also interesting, I would say.
Yeah. I just a rules note for WOME. Lore of the Elven Rings is the only thing that can change the result of the faction die.
Indeed.
So it is a slightly better play in WOME than in just LOAM.
Sure. But you still have to rely on the fact
Yeah.
that your opponent is going to roll an eye, which is
Yeah,
1/6.
which
So, I don't know.
especially if Free People's moves gets hit and kills Gandalf, then next turn they're not even going to be rolling any keeper dice. So Saved by Him does move and is missed. So
Perfect.
I will be rolling the Narya die. Lanxing using the army muster first and brings
Oh,
the Balrog in, which I
that's
suppose
interesting.
actually. I mean, I suppose since the elves are already at war, and Gimli's going to be moving the dwarves down anyway, there isn't as much political consequence. But maybe Lanxing's holding out for a corruption strategy.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the only reason why I would justify the Balrog so early is for the two reasons that you just mentioned. Definitely, it's going to be easy for the dwarves to go to war, so it's not like you're providing so much help with the Balrog. And then, like, since the Gothmog die for me is so much better compared to the Balrog die, the only reason why I would put the Balrog so early is because I'm going like I'm putting my cards like all like I already planning a corruption strategy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Absolutely.
Then Lanxing decides not to use the token, which, I mean, fair enough. You can save it
Yeah,
if there's not really a difference between using it now, using it next turn.
yeah, absolutely.
People draws a Chancer by Foresight, which this card's grown on me some. I still think I would rather see one of the Ant Eagle or Deadman cards rather than one of the generics, but this is nice to try and manipulate the deck.
Hmm.
There is another way. A nice card, you don't want to see it turn 2.
Agreed.
Yeah. Shadow draws Servants of Sauron, so again, I'd rather see one of the real faction cards, though this one does reshuffle your discard pile, and at
Yeah,
least.
I would say that there is an argument to be made in defense of Servants of Sauron in the early turns of the game, because practically speaking, I really consider this card probably the worst in the faction deck. Servants of Sauron, like most of the time,
Yeah.
you don't want to reshuffle your discard pile in your deck
Yeah.
because you are really looking for something and you're shuffling like it doesn't
Yeah.
help you at all. But in the early stages of the game, since you are anyway like just like your discard pile is equal to zero, you just want to get the best cards from the top of your faction deck. I think it's better in the early game. So I would say this is not such a bad draw actually at this stage of the
Yeah.
game. Later on, it would be much worse.
Yeah. Servants of Sauron. Free Peoples picks up Fearfire Foes, so maybe Gandalf's gonna make his way to the Grey Havens, but then again, the elves are at war. The dwarves are probably gonna be at war, so does the North really need to be at war to defend Dale?
I mean, uh, it can be interesting for free people military victory
Yeah.
scenarios. Like that could be something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
suppose if you muster up in Carrick, try and hit Gundabad.
Yeah.
Shadow draws. We won't go back, which I think I've only ever seen this played for the card effect twice. The combat effect, Fear of Their Masters, is pretty good though.
Hmm. Yeah, not the best draw so far for the Shadow player in terms of character cards, if I might say.
And
But
then
we'll see.
strategy card, Denethor's Folly, which since you've already declared that you're going for Minas Tirith, this could end up being played for the card effect.
Yeah.
So if they pick up half orcs and goblin men, Devilry, then playing it for Devilry of Orthanc, it'd also be nice.
Now I'm wondering because I've never encountered this scenario. How does interact Denethor's Folly with Call to Battle cards for Worm? Are they allowed to be played?
Uh,
Or
Denethor's Folly does not allow call to battle cards.
right? Okay.
At least the base version. I don't remember off the top of my head what the comb version does. I think it might
Mhm.
do something different. So in that case, I
Yeah.
can check the comb version right now, or we can just keep
Yeah, I
going.
think that probably I would keep going. Maybe we can,
All
if we
right.
said any mistake, like we can probably comment it in the video once we publish it. I
Yeah.
think it's fine.
Okay. Take by him. does nothing with the fellowship phase. Fair enough. No need. Lanxing allocates 1 eye because they have to. Rolls character remove on the Balrog die, and then 1 more eye, 3 Palantirs, a muster, and a hybrid. So this is getting into pretty bad rolls for the Shadow so far.
Yeah.
And I do remember that this game, in the latter form, when I went to process it, they listed this one as a 10 out of 10. For those not familiar, when you're reporting online games, there's a little thing you do where you rate how interesting it is on a scale of 1 to 10 for future people to watch. And this one was listed as a 10. And I checked the Comb Denethor's Folly, and it does the same thing, except that it also stops Denethor from being awakened.
I see.
So, yeah. It's but
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, at this
bad
point,
rolls.
as shadow players, you really need to hope for the fellowship to be revealed. For
Yeah.
sure.
If they get revealed, then I mean, yeah. Though you don't, though this actually isn't playable unless they get a Smeagol tile, so
Yeah, right.
you can't
Fair
even
enough.
cycle.
Yeah, 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 and that's also a good
And
point. Yes.
3 people's rolls, 2 characters, 2 musters, and a Palantir. So
Just perfect, I would say.
yeah, muster could play every little of the game. Palantir could play file. Could play either file, or if you're lucky enough to pick up Faramir's Rangers, play that. And then against 2 eyes, maybe move once, maybe move twice. Or if you move once, maybe use the other character to play file. Saved by Him passes. Lanxing thinks about using a Palantir, decides to use their token to move Isengard to war. They don't have any Dunlending cards. I think that's just getting Saruman for the die.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Saved by Him passes again. And we see Saruman.
That's, if I may say, a little bit brave, because, I mean, it's always possible for a few people to have bigger of Galadriel. Like, why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, you can wait
No,
for that.
Gandalf the Grey's also alive, so unless they go separate him, they could all. Lanxing could also be betting on just missing.
Sure, but okay. I don't know.
Yeah. Saved by Him. Separate Strider and a Hobbit to South Ered Luin. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's base Strider and the Loam version of Pippin. So that does mean if they have the Loam Merry, they lose that guide ability. But if they chose one of each, then
yeah.
I think Fearfire Foes plus another character can get him into Dol Amroth, but you can't crown this turn.
No, unfortunately. But okay.
Yeah. Lanxing draws a character card, Isildur's Bane. That's a playable card.
Yeah.
Considering that there's 4 eyes still in the pool, 2 zeros, and then also the Smeagol's are still in there.
Yeah, this is a total
Might
of
want to wait on playing
18
it,
tiles.
And then I'd say there's and then there's 8 of the tiles that either do basically nothing, or in the case of the Smeagol's, arguably even help the Free Peoples. But I do think since
I
now
would still
they've
be happy to draw a Smeagol tile with the Isildur's Bane, because like at some point they're most gonna likely draw it. Of course, it's better to draw it later on because the Smeagol values is gonna be statistically speaking, lower compared to the early part of the game. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too sad to draw a Smeagol as a result of a Isildur's Bane. Like it's those are
Yeah.
extra trial draws, and yes, of course, at some point I would expect to Smeagol show up. So anyway, like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
bother too much with that.
I do think lanching might be just fine going for a corruption strategies here, since Gimli's out, so that's effectively 2 corruption lost compared to base, plus another 4 here. So they've already separated out 6 levels worth of companions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think that would make total sense. I would be
Yeah.
justly worried by the last move of the three people player because of the separation of Strider and Pippin in South Red Luin, which is pretty much
Yeah.
telegraphing me, okay, Fear Fight Force is coming. The elves are already at war. The dwarves are going to be soon at war. If you want to attack Gondor, be my guest that Gondor is going to be at war again. So, like, it's not such a pleasant situation. And
Yeah.
I think I commented this also in the last game between for the semifinal between Saved by Him and Raginari. That usually I would say that it wouldn't trouble me so much as the shadow player if I was playing base or loam. I would be like, okay, whatever. Like you want to go for three people military victory, but like good luck against my forces in my strongholds. But I think that you need to be extra careful when it comes to worm, because in some sense, if you give the possibility to the free people player to draw their factions as the ants or the dead man, uh, it gets like almost to the point where it's the free people player that dictates the pace of the game in some sense. Like you need to be wary of the possibility of the concrete possibility of free people military victory. So yeah, I would be quite concerned right now as lanxing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you said it well, since I don't think anybody wants to waste a deadly strife on strongly guarded. So,
No, indeed, indeed.
no. If by him is playing every little is a gain,
Mhm.
and redraws into power too great.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. Like outside of There Is Another Way, amazing card draws for the Free People's player.
Yep.
Shadow is using their muster now to bring in the Dunlendings, which you actually get 2 Dunlendings in each one,
Yep.
which they fix that. Saved by Him plays Fearfire Foes,
Here we go.
North to War, and Strider is, as expected, in Old Pukul Land. So, yep, he's getting crowned in Dol Amroth.
Most likely. Maybe next turn.
Yep.
Hmm.
I suppose there is an argument to maybe like send him to, and then yeah, send him to Druathi Hour, and then recruit the Dead Men, or send him to Dol Amroth, and then either recruit the Dead Men or wait and crown him.
But can you recruit the Deadman from True Life Lyle?
Oh, not from send him to Dol Amroth and recruit the Dead Men from there.
Ah,
He's
yeah.
currently
You're
in
saying like
Druathi
in
Hour.
this turn, like doing already this
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. This
Yes.
turn, yeah, either get the Dead Men this turn, have your faction die, or wait out and see if you can get
I
the full
think
die.
I think so, but I think I would prefer to just send him to Dolamrov and waiting for that Will of the West, because then the
Yeah,
chances of, yeah, I think it makes more
especially since
sense to
whenever you
wait.
have a yeah, since whenever you have a muster, he can just escape from siege. So
Indeed.
yeah, Lanshing drew a strategy card, Shadow Lengthens.
Mm-hmm.
Double Mumakil. Maybe you wanted to move the Southerns down. Besides that,
Hordes
since
from
you've
the
already
east as
set things
well.
up in Mordor,
Yeah.
I mean, where do your shadows want to lengthen right now? Since you're also at 6 cards, so you want to be playing these. So,
Indeed.
Horde from the East isn't playable. Shadow of Dol Guldur is playable, but do you really want to play it for one regular? We Won't Go Back isn't playable. Denethor's Folly isn't playable. Isildur's isn't playable unless they decide to move the Fellowship and get revealed, and then
Yeah, I
Shadow
guess it's
lengthens.
I guess it's how you
If things
said.
up.
You can probably use shadow lanterns. Maybe you move a regular and a Nazgul in either North Ithilien or South Ithilien, and then using the shadow lanterns, you can move the army from Gorgoroth in there, and possibly the army from Farad into Umbar, something like that. I would go for that, to be
Farquaad
honest.
into Umbar, or maybe bring one of these Dunland regulars
Yeah.
into
Hmm.
Orthanc or Moria.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another possibility.
Hmm.
Uh, Free People's musters an elite in Dale, so
Yep.
at this point, I think the do line's just a lost cause. Like,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think at this point you need to think how to defend from the dual line. And
yeah,
Shadows of Dol Guldur
which,
looks pretty juicy, I have to say.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ah,
and
okay.
then yep, moving out into North Ithilien,
Hmm.
Free People moves the Fellowship, so I guess
Interesting.
they're waiting on moving Strider in,
Hmm.
and they are missed. Then yeah, which of these do you play? Since it's just Shadow or Shadow
Yeah,
Lengthen, so
most
yes,
likely Shadow Lanterns. Yeah,
yeah,
indeed.
Shadow Lengthens, and then
Hmm.
okay, they do South Run to North Run,
Okay.
and then Farharad to Umbar,
Hmm. Ah, I mean, the second one I would
which
expect. The first one I'm a little
yeah,
bit confused about it, to be fair. But who
I mean,
knows?
I guess like if they if the Free Peoples send like all of these armies down to go attack Dol Guldur, then this army can try and sneak in and take a weak woodland realm.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Why not? Sure. Ah,
oh,
no, really things.
they decide to do South Dunland to Orthanc instead,
Okay, as you said.
and the Farhad to Umbar. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't do Farhad to Umbar. That's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, especially given that according to me, you really need to push towards Gondor at this point. Your line, you forget about it.
Yeah,
You really need to go also very fast, quite fast on the Rohan situation. And then the last 2 points,
yeah,
who knows? Maybe with a lucky roll, you can get a Rivendell or
yeah.
or two cities. But
Uh,
the two cities
yeah.
doesn't look
Two
good right
cities.
now.
I
Does
mean,
it?
North's at war.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it's
maybe if they play Kirdans, then and they waste the Elven Force Pool, there's like an outside chance they go for the Grey Havens, which
maybe. Yeah,
that might
absolutely.
also just be me thinking, since
No, it's
I
totally
think
fair.
statistics is like something like 5% of games Grey Havens falls, and then I think it's something like a third of my games I try for the Grey Havens.
Yeah, I see. No, but that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Especially if you draw, absolutely not that crazy. If you draw ships with a great draw, it's called like that in English, if I remember correctly,
Yeah,
and
Ships of Great Draw.
his will is malice, totally doable.
Yeah.
Like it's
Ships of bring up the Corsairs. There's a I've also done some Shadow Lengthens shenanigans to bring the Moria army into Cardalon. And then that plus a few Dunlendings can also usually get the Grey Havens if they don't burn Kirdans on it. But they've already used Shadow Lengthens, so.
Yeah.
They draw another Great Fleet, so
Nice.
yeah. Free Peoples draws Union of All Our Strength. This one's I suppose since the only faction labeled card right now you have is Wraiths of Fear, and since you're crowning Aragorn, you're probably going to be getting the Dead Men anyway, so not great for right now, but you could absolutely spend like something like Fathers of Trees on this to get Wraiths of Fear back.
Yeah. And usually people they forget about the second part of the card, which says you can draw an event card from any of your decks. And I think this is such an underrated effect of this card. I love this card, especially for the fact that you can play it with a master result. So
I mean, yeah, that's basically the Coma Palantir of Barad-dûr.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Lanxing draws Phlox, which, I mean, not the greatest card. If you're going for corruption, maybe. And then Pits of Mordor, so.
But I would say that
You're gonna.
Clocks can be extremely helpful in the card situation because it's that card that you can play even if the Fellowship is in Rivendell and it can concretely help you to get the Fellowship revealed out. So
Oh yeah, especially
yeah.
Especially if their first move, if Saved by Him doesn't move immediately, their next move is going to be step 3. So
Yeah.
if you hit and reveal them, either they're in Moria or they're signing up for the High Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Saved by Him draws Mirror of Galadriel, so that's very nice, either for Gandalf or for Aragorn. And then Spirit of Mordor. Scouts is. I'm very happy to have a Scouts right now. I think.
These are very good cards for the free people player. Yeah, absolutely.
Which of these cards do you think Lanxing would discard in this situation?
Not sure what Lanxing would do, but I would go for We Won't Go Back.
Yeah. I think if you've already moved out, so I don't think you're getting Gothmog into this army. In that case, I might do it. I could also see the argument for Denethor's Folly.
Yeah, as well.
Getting discarded.
Yeah.
Or maybe Phlox. I think the other ones you want to keep.
No, I would keep Phlox, but like I would be divided between We Won't Go Back and Denethor's Folly. But I think ultimately we go for We Won't Go Back. Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
and we see that going.
Fellowship's okay. Lanxing does 1 eye. Rolls 2 more. 3 characters. Character plus a character on the Balrogs. That's 4. That's a draw or play faction event card, a Palantir, and a hybrid. So this hybrid's probably going to getting Sauron to war, but I think if I pull up the statistics, yeah, they've only rolled 3 hybrids and 1 muster this whole game so far, so
yeah, not the greatest.
Yeah.
But I can imagine Phlox being played this round. I'm gonna bet on that. Could be wrong.
Free Peoples rolls 2 characters and 2 musters and then a Narya muster. So I think.
I guess we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see Aragorn now.
Yeah, pretty safe bet that they put Aragorn in Dol Amroth, use a ring to play Mirror of Galadriel, crown him, and then get the Dead Men.
I would do that 100%, especially because it's super important to get the Dead Man very early in the game so that you allow them to grow kind of fast. Not only
Yeah.
because of the faction result die, but if you happen to draw into the Stone of Eric, I think
Oh, that's
that's a very underrated card, but I think like it gives you such a
yeah.
booster as for the Deathman faction that, but it makes sense in the early game. Later on, not too much. So we'll see.
Just as a note about Stone of Eric, it might not be as useful since using Gimli's ability actually doesn't trigger Stone of Eric.
Yeah, in that case, yes. But maybe you could be like, okay, I'm just gonna use my regular master result to advance Rohan or Gondor or
Yeah.
even the dwarves. So like, it's not.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. Saved by him passes. Lanxing
Yeah,
plays Phlox.
indeed. So I would really
Save,
expect now the incarnation of Aragorn, honestly, especially
yeah.
with Floxy.
Saved by him has passed again. Lanching plays a Great Fleet to yep, just so that's the 3 starting Corsairs plus 1,
Sure.
and that was with the faction die. Now saved by him is using that Narya muster, so that would mean that now the rest of your dice would be crowning and getting the dead men to move Gondor down normally.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
right.
suppose maybe you could justify mustering an elite in Minas Tirith instead of getting the dead men this turn.
Yeah. I can see an argument for that.
Yeah.
Especially
Though
because,
you also have
sorry, go on.
though you also have that scouts, so I suppose that's really only a benefit of 1 HP, but it also frees it up to put 4 regulars in Pelargir, which if you can start mustering in Pelargir, then that becomes a problem.
Yeah, but I think you also have to consider that by the time that the dead men are gonna be helpful, I think Minas Tirith, if you don't defend it properly, is gonna fall.
Yeah.
So I think
Especially
you need to prioritize the defense of Minas Tirith, considering also that if you happen to draw into help and look for or some other cards, look at the combination of armies between Osgiliath,
oh
Pelagir, and
yeah.
Lamedon, like it's something, and Lothrak,
Oh,
sorry.
that would yeah,
So
that would just
yeah,
kill
even
everything.
without help and looked for, like it's quite an annoying argument. So no, I think it's calling the right shot here.
Yeah.
Said by him.
Okay. Lanching moving into Minas Morgul.
Mhm.
Saved by him sends Strider to Dol Amroth.
Yeah,
Uh, no surprises there.
no,
Lanching moves this army to South Athelion now, so
yeah,
they, I think, really want to be sure that there isn't any like scouts into South
indeed.
Athelion shenanigans.
Mm-mm-mm.
Saved by him is thinking and musters in Dale. Now,
Wow, why?
I guess they don't want to, because I guess to play Mirror of Galadriel, you need to give the shadow player a ring, which then means that they can use that to get another musters, and
Okay, but
maybe
again,
get Gothmog, maybe get the Witch
yeah,
King.
yeah,
Yes,
okay, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, I see
but
your point.
I would
Mhm.
say, yeah,
I
I
mean, even if
guess,
they
I
get
guess,
Gothmog right now, I mean, as Mogul, like they have to spend another die later on to bring it somewhere helpful because
yeah,
now, um, yeah, but okay, maybe the Witch King.
yeah,
Mm.
I guess. Do you think giving up a die, like giving up a die next turn plus a ring, plus another die to actually play Mirror of Galadriel, is then worth preventing them from getting that Witch King die? I guess. Yeah.
I guess I
Yeah.
wouldn't wait too much. Personally, I wouldn't wait too much. I would take the risk
Yeah, I
give
would have
them I give them the ring because not only it's important, like it's not only important to get the Aragorn's die early as possible, but like I need my deadman to get prepared as soon
Yeah.
as possible. I think that's my main concern.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I would be with you. I also would have crowned this turn, but then again, that might be why I'm not
yeah,
one
exactly.
of the top players in the world.
Same,
Yeah.
same for me. So who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Blanching used the hybrid to move Sauron down, so
Mhm.
saved by him moves the
Oh,
Fellowship.
okay. Did not see this coming.
I mean, I guess since you're not playing Mirror of Galadriel this turn, if you want to defend Minas Tirith properly, then I suppose there's nothing much else. I suppose maybe you should have played File instead against Three Eyes plus Phlox into Moria, which,
Yeah, I
yep,
mean,
Lanching, absolutely correct using Phlox here. You have
yeah,
Three Eyes on the step into Moria.
100%.
They roll a 6 anyway.
Oh,
Phlox did
okay.
not help. And it's a
Three.
3, though.
Okay, okay, but it's like Fellowship, if it
Yeah.
gets revealed later on, is not looking good. Legolas,
Yeah.
Boromir, and
The,
only one regular Hobbit with no particular powers. These are not the base Hobbits. So,
yeah. And then that's base Boromir.
mhm.
And it is a perfect Gandalf kill, and now Mirror of Galadriel could be used either to crown Aragorn
Yeah.
or to or to get Gandalf the White.
Yeah, actually, yes. Actually, rethinking about this free is pretty bad. Like anything else was better. Even a two was better. Maybe not. Okay, maybe the two, free and Smigol were the worst one. Anything else was like fine,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Not the best.
Yeah. Lanching plays Pits of Mordor
Hmm.
to reinforce Gundabad, Moria, and Gil-Galad. So now that's now Mordor's completely empty, and I do remember there was one game I played where the Dew armies actually marched down to try and take Mordor.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
It's
yeah, especially because it's like kind of a. I mean, it can kind of create an illusion, but honestly, from Erebor to Morano, there are not so many regions in between.
yeah, like if Shadow has like an apocalyptic turn that's just all eyes and Palantirs, and then I roll a bunch of characters, wills, and hybrids, I am just
Yeah,
walking Dale into the Black Gate.
indeed.
Like, no question.
Yeah,
Saved by him brings in Galadriel now to get
yeah,
Keeper die.
totally. Yeah. Okay, maybe
Suppose.
that's an argument for moving, but I don't know. I think I would have gone with Aragorn. But okay, again, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
we are not in the final of the WOME World Championship. So
Yeah.
what do we know?
And she attacks Osgiliath from the north.
Hmm.
Are they gonna? I don't think they would play a card here, except maybe Devilry of Orth. Actually, no, they can't even legally play
No,
this one. So
no.
yeah, they can't unless they're gonna burn Cruel as Death or a Deadly Strife on this. No.
No,
Yep,
I
no
don't think so.
card. Saved by him. Just scouts
Yeah,
away
Pelagi?
to
Yeah,
Pelargir.
yeah,
Now this is a very annoying army in
it is.
Pelargir.
It is.
And we have Prone Offspring. Fellowship still isn't revealed, so that's just adding to the starting setup. But if they do get revealed, then That could be useful to try and get them into Osgiliath. Wormtongue. I mean, maybe. I could see an argument for Wormtongue, but
Yeah,
especially since you don't have the Black Captain yet, so Rohan's. So this is playable, and I think if the dew line's out and you're not going to go for the 5-in Ariador, then I think Rohan needs to be part of your plan for 10.
yeah, totally agree on that.
Though they also haven't moved out of Edoras yet. Yeah.
Yeah, still.
Free Peoples has not done a single I don't think they've rolled a hybrid this entire game yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have not rolled a single hybrid this entire game.
Yeah, okay. So
And then they also draw Orcs Multiplying again. So
that's cool.
yeah, I think these
I
armies are
almost would like for the 3 people player
on.
to try a military victory at this point. Like, okay, bring it.
Yeah.
I have Shadowed or Golden.
Or
I have Orcs Multiplying again. I have Oath from the East just in case. So yeah.
I also think there's an argument to play for the Onslaught, but Free People's draws Saruman is a neighbor, which I mean you're at full faction cards and you're probably not going to play Wraiths of Fear immediately, so this one's nice to try and slow down Isengard. We prove the Swifter. I think we remember from what Mole did in the World Tournament Finals of I mean imagine Gandalf and Aragorn in Dol Amroth.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be an epic battle.
With a deadman.
And then yeah, with the Deadman. And then Guard to the Citadel.
Nice.
In retrospect, like I think at this point you probably would have rather Crowns.
No.
Unless you're
No, why? I think I would be happy with this. I think it just buys you more and more time on Minas Tirith.
Unless you're yeah. So I think now. But yeah. Outstanding draws for the Free Peoples. Now they now my plan for this turn might just be crown Aragorn, Gandalf the White, and then get the factions in play.
Yeah. Most
and
likely.
play Guards of the Citadel.
Mm-mm.
Fellowship is okay. Lanxing allocates an eye. Rolls one more recruitant play faction card. Balrog, 2 characters, 2 armies, a Palantir, and a hybrid. So again, very low musters for the Shadow.
Yeah.
And then Free People's rolls.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that is a beautiful roll for the Free Peoples. 2 movement, 2 wills, and then a Palantir to play Guards of the Citadel. That is just beautiful.
It's just perfect. Even to defend the Lorien, like you just have a power 2 grade. It's just perfect.
I might have rather had like a muster instead of one of these characters to play the Deadman, but this is nearly a perfect roll.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, maybe an hybrid would be the best there, but yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like, this roll is fantastic.
savedbyhim, yeah, there's no possibility of Day Without Dawn, too.
No.
Because Shadow only has 1 muster, so you don't even have to worry about Day Without Dawn.
Indeed.
savedbyhim. Decides to crown first thing anyway.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, actually, you could use this will to get the Deadman, and then use this character to promote the other character into a will with Miracle Adriel.
Indeed.
And use that to get Gandalf.
Indeed. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Indeed.
Yeah. Lanxing attacks Minas Tirith before they can muster.
Interesting.
Savedbyhim then plays Guards of the Citadel.
Yeah.
Next action, probably playing Denethor's Folly. Army
I'm actually.
die. Okay. Or moving into Osgiliath and then Farharad to Near Harad.
I think I would have pressed the three people player as Shadow. I would have gone for Dolan
Yeah.
instead of Minas Tirith. But I don't know. Because you really need to be careful
Mm.
to not leave like any possibility for three people military victory in Mordor.
They
I,
actually,
I,
Free Peoples has the dice right now that they could put Dol Amroth under siege if they really wanted to.
yeah,
Yeah, it has the dice. Yeah. Okay. Saved by Him passes. Lanching activates the Balrog.
sure. Another
Or,
possibility was
that's just,
going straight into Lorien. Are you going to defend Lorien? One master? Okay, but
yeah.
one, two, three,
And then,
four
like,
attacks. That
and then
looked kind of
just
solid to me.
throw a Devilry of Orthanc at it, throw a Deadly Strife at it. Just
Absolutely, yeah.
hope you kill Galadriel.
Yeah. You also have Deadly Strife in case. I don't know. I would have considered going for Lorien.
Yeah.
Um, especially if you're planning to go for corruption.
Yeah. Saved by Him passes yet again. Lanching plays
Yeah.
Denethor's Folly for the card effect. I just like to leave the leader on the card so that we just get to watch Denethor on his pyre.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was you who told me this in one of our games or was somebody else who used to do that. I feel
I
like
think it
you're
was
not.
somebody else who did that, and I just was like, "Oh, I need to do that."
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
I don't
that's
remember
perfect.
who, but like somebody else also. Yeah,
I think it was
that's a cool thing.
might have been
I
I think it
think
was someone from the Italian community who
possible.
did that.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I think I would remember. I don't know.
If by him passes yet again. Lanching recruits Dunlending and Orthanc, so now
Yeah.
you have a full stack.
Hmm.
Maybe you're gonna what? Maybe you're gonna work. I guess if they don't move this army into Westamnet, you could try and get a cheap Helm's Deep, especially.
Yeah, but then, oh boy, if that's
But then that's
dangerous.
like scary. That's a risk,
That's a big
since
risk.
then you're just asking for Saruman to get killed in a battle and the free people to take Orthanc.
Now you really need to hope for no masters for the three people player next turn. I don't know. That's scary.
Saved by Him is moving the Fellowship, so it looks like they have decided not to do the thing we discussed before of getting the dead men and getting Gandalf,
Mm-hmm.
unless they want to use a ring for it. So they're moving, and they are safe yet again. And Ching moves into West Harondor and then the Vale of the Carnan.
Wow, that's that's confident, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, they're not playing with cities, so there's not much of a risk to losing these settlements.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, has outside of like extra cities, has anybody ever conquered the Rune settlements? I don't
uh,
think I've ever seen anybody bother to do it.
I mean, I guess there must be some like obscure, very lost in time log where this was performed, but otherwise, yeah, never
Yeah.
seen it myself.
Yeah, I do think once I might in a like in-person game, I might have gone for South Run to try South Run and Angmar for 2 points, but no.
Mhm.
Saved by him, get Gandalf.
Yeah,
in Fangorn. So Lanxing plays Wormtongue,
Okay.
which I mean, I suppose you had a pretty full hand, so
Yeah.
you were gonna play one of these anyway.
Yeah. You can
Saved by
start maybe
him.
attacking Minas Tirith. I mean, I wouldn't delay too much to attack Minas Tirith, but yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, we've already seen Denethor's Folly, so and then it's gonna take I think that's 1, 2, 3. So you need at least 4 dead men in that stack to attack the army in Minas Tirith. So I
Yeah, that's my
suppose
point. Like, I would
outside of
try to
like
be quick. I would try to be
yeah,
quick.
I suppose yeah, but I suppose you do have like a turn or two outside of any Wormtongue means Paths of the Woes isn't going to be an issue, so the only immediate threat is Help Unlooked For.
Yeah, maybe.
And Saved by Him moves again. I think that's a bit risky. Maybe they're trying to declare into Lorien for some reason. No, that there aren't any cards in play that yeah, declaring into a stronghold doesn't get rid of Lore of the Elven Rings.
Oh,
Blanching hits, and it's a 0 reveal. Do they go through Moria?
that would be crazy.
I mean, I honestly might, since Balrog I mean, you're only losing Boromir. Oh, but they're going into Carrick instead. Oh, yes, since now if you're in
Yeah,
Carrick, you're perfectly safe from cards.
yeah, absolutely.
And then
What? Witch King, I
that
guess.
muster, I guess, yeah, that might be the chief.
Yep.
And, yep, the chief shows up, turn 4. The Bloodhound of Loam. And then,
We might
let's
finally
see.
see the intentions of the long plan, the corruption game
Yep,
of Lanching.
Lanching draws into Wild Hillmen. You've already got a full stack in Orthanc, so that's not quite as good as it would have been last turn. Captain of Despair,
Perfect.
great to pick up right after you get the Witch King.
Yeah.
Especially since now that they're on the high pass, they'd have to they might move aggressively to try and get Gollum, but otherwise their only option is declare in Woodland Realm, and that's out of the way. And then Great Winged Creatures. Relentless Assault is nice. You could also just use that to just double your Nazgul if you get the Southrons to war. 3 people's draws by chance or by foresight, so they're going to need to chuck one of these faction cards. Yeah, I might do one of the by chance or by foresights since you have 2 of them.
Yeah, probably.
3 rings for the Elven Kings and Faramir's Rangers.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, chuck one of the standard cards. I might do Mirror of Galadriel for my standard card, since I already have Gandalf and Aragorn. And then if Aragorn's going to be with the dead men, then I don't think Heroic Death's going to be as useful.
Hmm. Uh, actually, this might sound a little bit crazy, but I think I would go with Faramir's Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I might want to keep it for the shield wall. But yeah, I suppose if you prefer the Heroic Death to the shield wall.
I would definitely prefer the heroic death compared to the shield wall.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but
and they get rid of
yes,
We Prove the Swifter.
yeah, I mean that was another option. I was confused between.
Yeah.
I didn't know between the Faramis Ranger and Reprove the Swifter. I guess it's very
Yeah.
early for Reprove the Swifter, to be fair. But
Yeah.
it, I was thinking about it only maybe to help defend Dolamrov with Aragorn there. Maybe
Or Gandalf could also any action die result to get rid of Denethor's Folly.
Yeah, yeah,
Though
yeah.
then
But
you're also
I
putting
wouldn't put.
Gandalf in Minas Tirith.
I mean, that would be
Yeah,
crazy
you're
from
also
this.
yeah, you are signing up Gandalf to fight these 3 armies. I don't
Yeah.
think that's happening.
No, I don't think so.
And then yep, they kill one of the by chance or by
Yeah,
foresights.
that makes sense.
Fellowship okay, 1 eye in because they have to.
Oh,
And then
finally.
that's 3 more eyes, counting 1 on the faction die.
This is very good.
Another character remove on the Balrog die, so I would probably get Gothmog this turn. Then we
Yeah.
have hybrid, normal character, 2 Palantirs, 2 armies.
The question is, would you get Gothmog or the spiders?
Yeah. I think right now they're just out of range of the spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders are 2 regions. So but
Yeah,
then they
makes
have Old
sense.
Forest Road, Northern Ravanian, Southern Ravanian, No Man Lands. They have this whole 4 region stretch where they are within range of the spiders.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The Free
Oh,
People's rolls a will. Ion Galadriel, that also means lore is going to get activated. So
yeah.
then, I mean, now you can just get both. Either change that eye to a recruit to a faction wild, or change one of these Palantirs into a hybrid. And we have hybrid for the Free Peoples, 2 characters, and a muster. Oh wait,
Did I forget about?
yeah,
Wait, no. Okay, it's
yeah.
not
I
forget.
think Saved by Him. Okay, they're changing one of their normal eyes into a hybrid.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Balrog die last turn was Balrog. Saved by Him uses a character to flip the Fellowship, which makes
Okay.
sense since
Yeah.
you don't want to get cards played on you.
Captain of the Spirits.
Lanxing starts cycling, and
Yep.
they forget to draw.
No.
Oh, they forget to
Really?
draw.
No.
Uh,
Oops.
Ents enter play.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
suppose since you already have one of their cards, and yeah, Gothmog
And they're
enters play.
actually, ants are slightly closer to Minas Tirith than Deadman are. So,
Yeah, I have seen. It's. I think it was twice against Rob Steele, so twice against the same opponent that I lost the Witch King and Minas Tirith to the Ents.
oh boy. But yes, we see Gothmog. I wonder why not maybe using the character results first, since you have already Captain of Despair in play.
I guess to be more efficient,
Ah,
like you're gonna
right.
move
Yes, you can
Gothmog
move.
in.
Yeah, totally. My bad.
Yeah, move Gothmog in, move your Nazgul in,
But
put
then
the eye in.
why
So
is he passing Saved by Him? What does he want to do with that character result?
maybe he's just gonna play File or something. Maybe he's not gonna move.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Blanching, like against 4 eyes, like against 4 eyes in a reroll, you might already not want to move. So
Yeah. And maybe
against
he's
a 5th eye,
waiting to see the shadow player what he wants to do with the Balrog. He's saying like you want to bring the Balrog over the new line, like you're welcome to do so, but I'm gonna use one of my Will of the West to destroy it.
yeah, don't bring the Balrog up right now.
Yeah.
And then Gothmog goes to Minas Tirith,
Ah, but you
and
see
the
that
Balrog comes out.
called it.
Uh,
And bye bye.
and
Ah, Venator.
bye bye,
Yes.
Denethor's Folly.
Yeah. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
I suppose what they're saying is like, because your Balrog is sitting in the North Anduin Vale right now, so if you want to waste another character die putting them on the Fellowship, then I'll use my will. I
Yeah.
don't need to waste a will if they're just sitting there uselessly in the North Anduin Vale.
And I will make another argument for this move. You really need, according to me, according to the Save by Him strategy, to defend Minas Tirith, because the shadow player could totally just take Minas Tirith and Pelagir and be done with it. At that point, the Deadman faction is completely useless unless they happen to draw into the Dark Door. But you really need to draw into the Dark Door in order to then connect with the Rohan region. Because if you don't,
Yeah.
they're just gonna stay there and do nothing. Because
Yep.
you really need only one regular in Lamedon to stop the Deadman. That's what you need. You put a Deadman, a regular there, and then they attack there, the Deadman, and they cannot move any more forward. So I think you really need for Minas Tirith to hold.
No, you're completely right.
Anyway,
Lynching attacks Minas Tirith,
yeah.
and they are no card.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you have a relentless. You have a relentless assault that you might want to try and bait out a good card with. You have a deadly strife. You have an onslaught.
Yeah. Also, I was
No
going to
carding when you have
say
so many good cards.
it's a pity they cannot send they cannot send the Southern Eastern to war and bring in the Corsairs, because I would have totally played Great Fleet to support the Minas Tirith siege. But okay,
Yeah.
it's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, like I would have gone with a relentless assault. Why not? Like you have such a backup
Yeah,
army in
relentless
Osgiliath.
assault. Yeah, go for a relentless assault and then try and even bait out one of their good cards to cancel it. I would be fine with, yeah. And then Saved by Him plays Power Too Great for the combat effect. I mean, I guess your Elven Force Pool is still pretty full, but I would now consider going for I now seriously consider going for a Lorien or Rivendell.
I think he wants to keep all the other cards. I think all the other
Yeah.
cards in maybe okay, Faramis Ranger can be gone, but all the other cards you want to
Yeah.
keep as a free people player, especially given the situation with the Fellowship. So yeah, why not playing it for his combat card effect? A power trigger. It's gonna most likely get discarded at some point.
Benching rolls. Okay, yeah, you didn't even need the Relentless Assault when you just. I mean, if you had used the
I mean,
Relentless
if he
Assault and
had
taken
used
two, that would have
it,
been 5 hits.
exactly, that's my point.
But
like a 5 hits.
that's. But hey, that 3 hits isn't bad either.
No, it's not.
And
It's
then
not.
Saved by Him gets 2 hits plus 1, so 3 back. Especially when you have the 10 stack of reinforcements right there. 1-to-1 casualty ratios are great for the Shadow.
Yeah, totally.
Lanxing takes 3 regulars. Saved by Him kills an elite and downgrades. Saved by Him pass. Oh, Lanxing decides to stop.
Okay.
Saved by Him passes. Lanxing goes for it again on Minas Tirith.
Okay. Relentless assault, maybe?
I might. And they're going for no card again.
Okay. I
And
like that. You
Saved
see
by.
how much they want to defend Minas Tirith. I think that makes sense.
But why not the shield wall? Why?
Versus no cards is not that effective, I would say. I think
Yeah.
Heroic Death is much better with no cards because it's
Yeah, I guess you're
Heroic Death is such
guaranteed.
a best.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god! Look at that roll. No, that's completely. Oh my god!
Okay, let's
Yeah,
see the
good on
reroll.
Saved by Him for playing that.
Okay, well, at least.
Oh, so close. If they had just rolled 5 6s, I think that would just be a trip to venting.
That's just
Honestly,
stupid. That's just stupid. I'm
shut
sorry.
up. I mean, if we look at their
Oh my god.
statistics. Oh, okay. The statistics are messed up right now.
Messed
It's
up.
Yep. Lanching gets 4 hits. They say, wow, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
what else are you
also
going to
know this
say?
is saved by him at least gets 3 back.
Yeah, not bad.
So you have
One.
3 and the leader, 1 regular. Lanching
Ah, stops? I would have passed. Why not?
stops. Yeah, I would have. I mean, yeah, press relentless, and then you're just. I guess if you relentless 2, take a hit, then you might lose all of these guys to the guy in Lossernok attacking you.
Yeah, but maybe you don't need to relentless, just give a second attack because like that's a precious actions that you're throwing away. Like you will need an extra die to take Minas Tirith. I mean, I would take the chance to roll one eye on 8 rolls. Sorry, one 6 on 8 rolls. It's not that crazy, but I don't know.
Yeah. Saved by him's mustering an elite in Dell'Hobbit.
They're really not going for the
I
deck,
guess. Yeah. Lanching brings in the reinforcements to Minas Tirith,
Yeah, I don't know.
and
Like,
then oh, and this army's going towards Woodland Realm.
okay.
That is your opening. That if I was saved by him, I would see my opening right here. That is my chance.
Yeah.
Saved by him moves the fellowship.
Yep.
So
Oh,
no hits,
but one reroll.
and the Witch King gets a 6.
Well, I mean, 1 in 6. At least it's Smeagol.
Smeagol. Lanching using a Palantir. Plays Orcs multiplying again.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Prevents the free peoples from getting any ideas.
A little bit confused
They,
by the shadow efficiency military in this round, I have to say.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess you want to preserve your armies as much as possible since you want to have the biggest armies possible in front of the free peoples to prevent any military ideas.
Yeah.
Saved
Yeah.
by him gets rid of the Balrog
Yeah, predictable.
before the
Mm-mm.
before they can drop it on the fellowship.
Minas Tirith?
And then Lanching Minas Tirith.
Now no cards
No
make
card
sense.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, no card makes sense.
Oh, no 6.
Oh, no 6. Lanching presses. No card, no card.
There we go.
They get their 6.
Yep.
And Saved by Him gets a last hit back. And it is the end of turn 5 when they're getting their first points. That's not the latest I've seen.
Yeah.
I think the latest I've seen for your first points is turn 7.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen crazy games where people like they wait until turn, as you said, turn 6 or 7 to get the first point. But then, like in a matter of 2 rounds, they get or 2 turns, they get
Oh,
all the
yeah.
military points they need. So they go from
I
6
have
to
one
8.
of those.
From 6 to 8, they go from 0 to 10. So it's like,
Yeah, I have one of those logs.
yeah. Sorry for the bad memories.
Lanching draws evil things.
Nice.
Which,
Nice.
yeah, now you maybe now get rid of Servants of Sauron. Or Wild Hillman draws the
Oh,
Palantir of Orthanc. Might be nice. Then again, the Palantir
yeah.
does not have a. You
The
cannot
double
use the
effect.
Palantir and Spear of Terror. So,
Indeed.
and then Shadows on the Misty Mountains.
That's just nice.
That's just nice.
Either Rivendell or Lorien, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Given also that the power to rate is gone,
Yeah.
that sounds
And
appealing.
then Free Peoples. Lanching gets rid of the Balrog guy. Free Peoples draws another by chance or by foresight. That is the third one. I would probably still get rid of one of them.
Not sure, huh? Not sure, because you really need to think about the faction right now. Like, that man, I think they're too late to the party. I don't see the shadow player
Yeah,
going from Dolamov. I could be wrong, but like, so I think at this point the military plan for the free shadow play is Minas Tirith Pelaki. It looks like they want to go for some points in the dual
3 of the
line.
dew points. Yes, that's if they go for 3 dew points, since I think with Gimli, Erebor is probably a lost cause.
Yeah.
Then again, we said the dew line was a lost cause as a whole, but Saved by Him's going for it anyway.
Yeah.
Lanxing's going for it anyway.
I could
So
expect a Ron
that's
at
if
some
we
point
go
as well.
3, 6, Rohan's 9, and then the Shire
The Shire
would
or
be 10.
Rivendell. Yeah, one of the
Yeah,
two.
Shire or Rivendell.
Or Grey Evans, as you
Or
said
uh or
before.
Grey Havens, yeah.
Yeah, you could fake an attack on Dolamrov and then from there keep going to the north.
Free Peoples then draws Axe and Bow.
Nice.
You have Legolas, that's a nice card.
Yeah.
And Through a Day and a Night.
Normally it's a great. Okay, we will see. Unfortunately, the
That's
dwarves are not at war. That's the problem.
yeah, dwarves aren't at war. I might have even rather had that I guess I might even be happy to have like I Will Go Alone, though I don't have any corruption yet. Or maybe there and back again. Just to have an excuse to separate into the dew line or separate into Lorien and try and Lanxing finally kills Servants of Sauron.
Makes sense.
And then yeah, it's turn 6. And then Saved by Him kills one of the by chance or by foresights.
Okay.
Which, fun fact, by chance or by foresight, the actual quote from The Lord of the Rings has absolutely nothing to do with any of the Ents, Eagles, or Dead Men.
Hmm.
It's actually from one of the appendices. It's about the
Ah,
Lossoth predicting that Arvidui would drown if he went on Círdan's boat, which he did.
I see. Ah,
Which only
that's a
reason I
cool
know that
little
is
fact.
yeah, only reason I know that is because I mined the appendices for quotes about the Rangers for Waste of the Witch King.
Yeah.
Saved by Him. Declares fellowship okay. Lanching allocates an eye.
Oh,
Rolls 2 more plus a Gothmog eye, so that's 4 eyes automatically. Palantir, 2 characters, 2 musters, an army, and then that is a draw or recruit faction. And then Free People's rolls recruit faction, 3 characters, hybrid, and 2 musters. I think overall decent rolls for both sides.
yeah.
Not amazing, not terrible.
We're gonna say some recruiting in the Wooden Realm. Yes, I'm going to
Yep,
see.
of course. Now I might be worried about draining the Elven Forest pool too much, especially though I don't think I'm going to
Yeah,
play Círdan's this game.
yeah.
Lanching's using a Palantir to play the Palantir, and they remember to draw this time
Okay, that's cool.
for Ring is Mine.
Nice.
Maybe they're trying to get a ring. Saved by Him recruits in Gale. That is that is not an army I want to fight.
No,
This fight, I think Vale of the Carnan army is going to lose.
totally,
That's not a fight I want to.
totally.
Lanching plays Ring is Mine. Redraws into Dreadful Spells.
Okay.
Eagles come in.
Yep.
Now, and this is the Curse of WOME plus Loam right here. Lanching recruits the Spiders.
Not, yeah. Minos Mogul.
Yep, Minutes Morgul. Saved by Him plays Axe and Bow. Lanching Southern
Yes.
Smeedsterling start going down.
Makes
Finally,
sense. Yep.
overall, this turn's nothing too interesting.
No, I think it's
Saved by Him,
preparatory.
yeah, Saved by Him's moving the Fellowship against 5 eyes in a reroll again,
Okay.
which
At
I
some
suppose,
point you
yeah,
will have to do. Yeah, that's the point.
yeah.
Oh,
2 hits thanks to the Witch King.
ouch.
I mean, if they draw an eye, then that's a perfect Smeagol kill at least. But they draw 2.
I guess by
I think
Smeagol.
just kill Smeagol here.
Ah,
Oh, axe and bow, and then just take the corruption.
I think, okay, actually, you know what? These, hmm,
My thought is,
I really want to maximize their chances with the fellowship. I think the free people player
yeah,
is not going for Smeagol because it's really going to look for Horn of God or something like that.
yeah.
And or
I guess
maybe
the
even
problem,
the possibility of drawing of what's the Smeagol card that allows you to put 2 extra
you
tiles.
know the way there.
Exactly. So I guess this is the game that the free people player is playing.
Yeah, I think.
You are risking a little bit. How is it called?
Yeah, Worn with Sorrow and Toil.
Not necessarily. Yeah,
Or
okay, I guess that one. But I was thinking more about Foul Thing from the Deep. But since you are in
oh yeah,
Karok, I don't think you have to be worried about that.
yeah,
So actually, in retrospect, I think it makes sense, the decision from Saved by Him.
yeah. I do think since I have 3 good character cards right now, and Shadow's actively cycling character cards, they're probably going to find Worn with Sorrow and Toil at some point.
Well,
And
I
I'd
guess,
rather not lose There Is Another Way or File or 3 Rings.
but there is another way. Unfortunately, you cannot do too much. You have to wait and hope.
Yeah.
I guess with the second character die, now we will see the Fire of Galadriel being played. This is my
Yep.
expectation. I wouldn't expect the Fellowship to move twice versus Five Eyes. But
Oh no, yeah. Lanxing doesn't move the Southrons all the way to war. They play Shadows on the Misty Mountains. If I am, oh, they move the dwarves down with Gimli's ability with the
okay,
character.
yeah, sure, makes sense.
Since now the dwarves can get to war.
Yeah, lost or not.
Lanxing's attacking Lossarnach from Minas Tirith.
Okay.
No card, no card.
Oh,
That guy gets slaughtered, but he gets a hit on the way out.
yeah.
And then they leave 1 regular inside. And all 4 Northern elites have now gone into Dale.
Damn.
Now I'm really tempted to go for the Shire, because there is
Oof.
now it's just the regulars that are coming to save the hobbits.
That's nasty. The situation on the dual line is just nasty.
Oh, that's a free people's military victory and a half right there.
Yeah. Given the situation,
And
I would really consider it as the free people player because the Fellowship doesn't look good at all.
Benching thought about suiciding into Dale, realized they didn't have any leadership, and they're going for Pelargir from Lossarnach. They're playing a strategy card. Maybe that's a relentless assault. Try and bait out a good card.
Oh, you know what as
3
well?
people strategy card.
I'm just realizing now. I would expect the Fellowship to declare at the beginning of next round into Dale. I think that's the idea.
Oh,
I think that's the idea.
oh yeah.
Because in this way you prevent the Witch King.
Witch
You,
King can follow you into a city.
but with an
He
army
just
as well?
can't follow into a
Ah, right.
stronghold.
Okay. Okay.
So if they declare it's a
Hmm.
woodland realm, then they get away from the chief.
Maybe Borderland then. I don't know. But I don't know. We will see.
Though then again, if the free peoples go into if the fellowship is in Dale, then if the chief follows and the shadow player takes Dale, then the chief has to join whichever army is in Dale, and then maybe you could try and kill the Witch King.
Yeah. If you manage to take Dale, that's a big if,
Yeah.
given the situation.
Or the free peoples could intentionally retreat into Erebor or Woodland Realm.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you retreat into Woodland Realms, suddenly you have a 2/7/2 army. Like, that's terrifying.
Indeed.
Yep. Anyway, in Pelargir, Relentless against Shield Wall. Are we gonna see? No hits. Lanxing gets 3 6s, that's 2 hits. Saved by Him gets 1 hit back. Lanxing presses, they retreat to Lamadin. That's 3 points.
That doesn't look bad at all. For the shadow, I'm saying.
Shadow player draws Shelob. I'm predicting Wild Hillman's gonna go.
Yeah.
Candles. That's nice
Nice.
if the free peoples get out of the settlement. And
Nice.
then Hill Trolls. Forward mustering cards are always nice. Versus, and then they get rid of the Gothmog die. Free peoples draws March of the Ents. Nice.
Yep.
Maybe get rid of Wraiths of Fear, since I think if they're just accepting they're not getting the dead men. You know the way there.
Oh, you see? Oh, nice.
Oh.
So nice.
And then Celeborns, which daylight. That's nice for.
Yeah.
You have Galadriel and the elves are at war, so maybe not nice for the card effect, but the daylight's nice.
You know what? I
Saved
think
by
that
Him.
I could. Yes, I would kill by chance or by foresight. I was going to say that. I
Yeah.
don't think I want to kill the Wraiths of Sphere. I think they still play for that card.
Yeah, I suppose if you get Dark Door.
Yeah, but also for the
Lanxing,
Lamroth.
though, yeah. Lanxing gets rid of Wild Hillman as expected.
Yeah, totally.
Fellowship, okay. 1 eye allocated. And then no more rolled, so this is the turn that they want to move. Since it's 1 character,
Yeah.
3 armies, 2 hybrids, a Palantir, a muster, and then the faction die is once again recruit or draw. And then Saved by Him is a will, 2 characters, draw or play faction card, and 3 Palantirs.
By the way, has the free people player completely forgot about Elrond? Or
Maybe.
maybe they were
Because they haven't.
prioritizing the recruitment
I think they might have
into
been
their.
prioritizing, getting units in here.
Yep.
Saved by Him. Yep, you know the way there. Lanxing responds by playing Shelob.
Yes.
And then. Oh, and they don't move any spiders.
I would have moved. Why not?
Yeah, like you can get this one into Osgiliath. Get this one. If you get this one into Northern Ravanian,
It did.
then you have full coverage, sort of. Or Fellowship moves.
Oops.
They get hit. 0 reveal.
Aye.
And they're in Southern Ravanian. Lanxing moves the Southern and Easterlings to war. Fellowship fights. Maybe Candles play. Evil Things.
No, evil things for sure. And then you're gonna redraw it potentially thanks to his will is mouse.
Yeah, with
if you get it later on.
Yeah.
Especially because you have the draw card faction dice result. So.
And this spider goes up to the Eastern Emyn Wheel. So now, no matter where the Fellowship goes on their path to Morannon, they will be within range of spider cards. And Lanxing, draws an eye.
It's okay. We'll see.
Saved by Him plays Saruman as a neighbor, finally. Lanxing recruits the Corsairs. They do not have Ships of Great Draught, though, so Saved by Him passes.
But they have a great fleet, and I think at this point it's the most important.
Yeah, this one's going into Northern Ravanian, and then reinforcements from Osgiliath make their way to Pelargir.
Okay.
Saved by Him passes. Lamedon's attacked.
Yeah.
No card. Confusion is played.
2/6.
Lanxing gets 2 hits, one on themselves. Shame Confusion doesn't work on the reroll.
Hmm.
Saved by Him gets 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't look good for the Lamorth at all, huh?
No. Especially like the Corsairs are going to be coming in. Saved by Him needs to look up a rule. Aragorn, yeah, this is correct.
Yeah.
Aragorn can leave a siege next to Eric to summon the dead man.
Indeed.
And then they go to Eric.
Why?
Help unlooked for.
Ah, because they're going to recruit now with the Will of the West?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then they're thinking they're going to use a ring maybe to recruit the dead man. They don't have Paths of the Dead, so.
Yeah.
Blanching puts regular on the Fellowship. I think that was the goal with that might have been the goal with this army, create like the red carpet
Mm-hmm.
of rerolls.
Could
And
be.
then these guys are going to Pelargir.
Yeah.
Saved by Him plays File.
Makes sense.
Blanching plays Hill Trolls
Hmm.
in this army.
Okay.
Between that and then the elites that are going to be coming in from Pelargir, that's going to be a 4 elite army that
That's scary.
Saved by Him is using a ring to move the
move.
Fellowship again.
Right.
And
No.
Lanching gets 2 6s.
No.
To reveal.
Ouch. You go random now, you take 2 points of corruption. Maybe you take 2 points
Or
of
just takes
corruption.
Smeagol.
No, come on, like you just put the tiles in. You don't
Oh
take
yeah, because you
Smeagol.
just put the tiles in. Yeah, you have the Smeagol tiles.
I will consider
Random.
just to take the corruption before he gets the Mogul's wound.
Yeah.
Mm.
Random. Lanching draws Mary, and this is the alternate Mary, so
Yeah, just dies.
1 corruption and revealed.
What's your
And
what's your
then
position? What's your opinion about the alternative hobbits?
I think they're an interesting choice. I personally prefer the base ones, but then again, I'm also the person who likes playing Fateful Strike and Blade of Westerness.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
So they put the rerolls on, and then bring in the reinforcements to Lamadon.
Yeah, Scurvy
That is
Army
now
right there.
yeah. His Will and His Malice.
And there we go with
Okay,
his will and his malice. Yep.
Yep, that's going to be another tile draw. In long swift lines.
Nice one as well.
Okay. Nazgul Search.
Ouch.
Ouch. That's definitely getting a tile out of Morannon. Return of the Witch King. Swarm of Bats. I've very rarely seen it used for the card effect.
Yeah. But if you guys played the Westies of the Witch King, no.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you play the Waste of the Witch King, there isn't even Return of the Witch King.
Yeah, I did.
The card's not even in it.
Exactly.
And then Lynching gets rid of Dreadful Spells, which
okay, yeah.
I guess
can see
you
why.
have a Mumakil, you have a Swarm of Bats. Like your strategy cards are your combat cards, and then you're gonna cycle
Yeah.
a bunch of character cards.
Also because Swarm of Bats is so helpful, specifically against the call to battle faction cards of Deadman or the Ents, which one of them provides an extra 3 attacks before the combat roll, and the other one allows you to just end the battle immediately. And if you can, and maybe the 3 people player base his strategy because of that card, but if you are able to cancel its effect thanks to Swarm of Bats, that's huge. That's very huge thing.
Yep.
So I would go with Langshin with this decision of discarding that full spells.
Yeah. Saved by him draws one Elven Rue, so one of the blue zeros. Thranduils.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Valor's nice. I might not even play that for the card effect just because of the Elven Force pool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally.
And then yeah, Fellowship's okay. Benching allocates one eye. Rolls one more, 2 Palantirs, muster an army, 2 characters, a hybrid, and then the faction die rolls a wild.
Yeah, just a perfect roll, I would say.
I might prefer, and then 3 people's rolls, 2 characters, 3 musters, a Palantir, and a draw or play faction card.
I also think this roll is quite nice for the 3 people.
Yep. Saved by him hides the fellowship. Lanxing puts the chief on, puts another Nazgul into Lamadon.
Yep.
I mean, fair enough. If you have Captain of Despair, you might as well use your character dice.
Totally. Oh, Elrond.
Saved by him gets Elrond. I think the plan is to use his ring ability to get into Mordor this turn.
Okay, we'll see.
Benching
Yeah,
the Lamroth.
it's gonna be tough. Dead man. Yeah.
Aragorn runs away with the dead men of Dunharrow. Lanxing plays his will and his malice to get back evil things.
Indeed.
And then
They have to show it.
you do not have to show that card.
Indeed.
Yeah, since like you already know that it's a faction card from your discard pile.
But I guess that was expected. Like if I was the 3 people player, I would expect my opponent to get back evil things, honestly.
Yeah. If I moves the fellowship. Safe. And Elrond, as I thought.
Yeah, since you have a 3 rings for the other king, it also makes sense to be more
aggressive with your rings.
To take more risky decisions with the rings. So I think that's totally fair. But I would have probably waited for him to move for another round, because now they don't get the last action of the round. If they just waited, if they just passed and done the same thing with the next action, they would have taken the last action of the round. And I think that's very important, especially if you want to get really into Mordor.
Because we know that they don't currently have cruel weather. Saved by him does not know that they don't currently have cruel weather.
Yeah. That's why I would have passed.
Plus they could,
yeah.
Plus they could easily draw cruel weather.
Nazgul search.
Lanxing,
yes. Makes sense.
Nazgul search, yeah.
Totally.
Did
they draw?
Revealed. They drew. After technically you're supposed to draw before resolving the effect.
Yeah.
And they draw Orc Patrol.
Nice. Here we go.
Saved by him, plays 3 rings, gets 1 ring back. They choose Vilya.
Nice.
I mean, that's just objectively correct.
I mean, they can still make it, huh?
Benching.
They could still make it into Mordor. Interesting.
Yeah, they could. Lanxing thinks about using a mustard, uses an army, moves into Lamadon, and then puts this guy on Daggerlad for more rerolls. Saved by him hides.
Yeah, and they use the ring again to take him. Oh no, they think about it.
Oh, yeah. Just thinking. I think Saved by him was thinking for a long time here.
Yeah, that's a tough choice.
Throws. And then he uses Vilya again in the same turn.
So now they're going to take the last
play.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, now they are.
Orc Patrol?
At this point, I might just play Evil Things. Yeah, Evil Things.
Evil Things. Sorry. Totally.
Mordor.
Totally.
Yeah, Evil Things. This is your last chance to play it.
Yeah, let's go.
And
Here we go.
Yep.
And it's a 2.
It's a 2.
And now you have to go random.
Random.
Yes. And it's Smeagol. Ouch. Ouch.
And we shall get it. Enters play. Saved by him.
Yeah, long
plays
swift lines.
in long swift lines.
Totally.
Saved by Him says 1 sec. Does the second phrase apply now or after I manufacture that card?
Go with
It does.
Orc Patrol. Or
It does
Isildur's
not
Bane.
apply now. Seal. Yeah, go for Orc Patroller or Sealed. I think. How many eyes are out?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 eye is out. So
Can we
I
see the
suppose you're going
art
to be adding
pool?
2 more eyes.
No, I think I would go with Orc
Here's the.
Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will try.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. They do the correct ruling. Lynch, Dol Amroth.
Yeah, also Taki
Let's see,
Dolamroth
are
is
they
not
gonna
a bad
play a
idea.
card?
Because actually,
Uh,
I will change my mind. I think attacking Dolamroth is a better idea than using Orc Patrol here.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Strategy card. I think I can see an argument for playing any of these 3. Swarm of Bats, Move
Swarm
Keel,
of
or
Bats,
Deadly Strike.
totally. Yeah, but I will go Swarm
Yeah.
of Bats, 100%.
Yeah, I would also go Swarm of Bats, but I could see arguments for any of them. That's a free strategy card. So that's either Valor, Daylight, or it's King of the Dead. That is the Deadman pre-attack.
That's it.
I would be happy canceling any of those 3.
Daylight.
And it's canceling the Daylight. Okay. Lanxing gets 1 hit though.
Yeah, not bad. 1 hit
Saved
back.
by Him gets 1 hit back. I would press here. Strategy card. Probably I would go Mumakil, yeah, since you only have 1 more Southern and Eastern Elite. Saved by Him's playing either Valor or Deadman Free. It is
the King of the
Dead. That is Deadman Free.
Yeah. What about also the
And
terror
it's
the
2
terror of the
hits.
king in this case? But maybe
The
versus
Terror of the Dead.
the Terror of the Dead, but maybe versus a strategy card, you're like, it doesn't matter. I need to pull. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call. I don't know what's the best one here. Anyway, sorry.
2 hits.
2 hits. Yeah.
So yep.
Oh.
Nothing.
1.
1 hit.
1.
1 hit back from Saved by Him, so that's not a 2. Saved by Him downgrades. Now it's and Lanxing stops.
Yeah, makes sense. I think.
We get a leader in Dale. That is quickly getting terrifying in the deal line.
Yeah.
And then a regular in Carrick. Lanxing.
Don't try to take.
Normally.
I would try to take Dolamroth now with a ring. I mean, if
Or
they want to, if they want to use the Deadman, it's the last. Or Patrol, like that would be my second option. But since the chances of the Orc Patrol to succeed, I would consider maybe taking Dolamroth now because so like if they want to use the Deadman, like they get like the last use. So the Deadman did pretty much nothing in this game, which is good for me as a Shadow player. I would really consider
and then Aragorn's
going.
with 1.
Yeah.
And then Aragorn has to run.
Bravo, exactly. Yes, because they're just there with 1 regular. Yes, I would have probably gone for Dolamroth. Or as a second choice, Orc Patrol. But, okay. Anyway.
Moves. Lanxing gets nothing. 2 rerolls. As the Witch King gets a 6, and it's a 3.
Yeah.
Ouch. Boromir is dead, and that's a corruption. You are
wait.
On net
why did they take Boromir dead? I would have gone random. Because Axe and Bow already came out.
Axe and Bow is all out already. Yeah, Horn of Gondor is still out there.
Huh. Okay.
Slight inaccuracy from Saved by Him.
Probably. At this point, any corruption point that you can save is like huge.
Yeah. Servants of Sauron. Okay.
Yeah, not the best.
Nazgul Strike and Fighting Uruk-hai.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, decent. If by him draws Fathers of Trees.
Nice.
I mean, maybe if they go Shire, but I've never seen the Old Forest Entwood. Not even Waste of the Witch King. Challenge of the King. That does not apply right now. Even though he's with the Army of the Dead in a region with a regular, he cannot play Challenge of the King.
Ah, that's an interesting point. Yeah, because it's not with a free people army. It's with the army of the
Yeah.
dead, which are not the same thing.
Yeah. And then Wisdom of Elrond, which
Yeah.
cannot, which I don't believe that, that cannot activate Rohan. So then that's probably just a confusion.
Yeah.
Saved by Him enters Mordor. Technically, the Witch King could have gone to Morannon if they wanted to. They did they forget to rebuild the hunt pool?
No, I think they're gonna do
Okay,
it.
good.
Okay.
You.
That's a common that's a very common thing, but okay.
Okay.
No.
Yep, so this is our Mordor pool. This is eye heavy, so I would save Challenge of the King, honestly, but not the worst Mordor pool I've seen. This is not the friendliest either, but it's I would rather be the shadow player against that pool.
You know what I just considered now is that probably also Candle of Corpses last turn would have been a better choice as well, because now if the Fellowship moves and they're gonna lose Legolas, much more less effective.
Yep.
Let's hope for that for
Blanching.
whatever reason, Saved by Him. I mean, let's hope, like from the point of view of Shadow player, that's I guess their hope is that the free people player doesn't decide to move immediately for whatever reason, which I cannot really see why not, but we'll see.
Yeah. Blanching allocated an eye and then rolled one more.
Yep.
Plus 3 musters, 3 characters, a hybrid, and then the faction die is recruit or play faction event card.
This is just a good roll. I mean, nothing to say. So very good.
Yeah, especially since they're gonna get the mouth this turn.
Yeah.
So one of those musters is gonna be an attack.
And they have rings.
Saved by Him rolls an eye on Vilya. So
yeah.
And then rolls 3 characters, a will, 2 musters, and then draw or play.
To quote Mr. Ergond, our list of allies grows thin. Like indeed, like Ergond, if you're the one who does not give the good example, look at this.
Saved by Him asks about lore. Lanching is thinking about lore and changes one of their eyes to a hybrid.
Wow.
I think I might have left that in there to try and get more
Yeah,
damage.
I mean, I don't see the.
That's an eye. This is a pool of 12, and 5 of these are eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
Saved by Him moves first thing.
-2.
And it's file. Oh, that's good.
But that now would be corrected with candle. Let's see.
Candles.
Candles.
You have to play candles.
Yeah.
Doesn't start candles. Yeah.
Let's see. 2. Okay.
That.
But you have moved with no consequences whatsoever, so that's fine.
Yep. Saved by Him's thinking. Maybe they're thinking about moving again. Maybe they're thinking about playing the will to avoid Day Without Dawn.
How bad is to get an eye right now? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I will just play cards and draw cards thanks to Will of the West and just play cards, character cards. It's yeah.
Yep, they play Elven Rope, so that's in there now.
Orc Patrol.
Lanching plays Orc Patrol, draws a 1 reveal. They try and move the card to the unbox. Saved by Him takes the corruption.
Makes sense.
And reveals.
Yeah.
And then hides.
Oh.
And then Isildur's.
Okay, that's risky.
Isildur's into Shelob 6 would be devastating now.
But look at all those eyes. That's kind of risky.
Yeah, it is 50-50 of drawing an eye. Plus the 0. I think you'd actually like drawing the blue tile.
Yeah. And it's
an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I might have waited until they got Gollum so I could have We Shall Get It that.
Indeed.
Yeah. They recruit Dunlendings. By him passes. Mouth goes into Moria, and that is the base mouth, not the
Yeah.
Black Numenorian.
Yeah, I can see why that version was
Yeah.
chosen.
Yeah, since you need, if you're going to get 10, you're going to need to attack on several different fronts.
Yeah.
Saved by him's playing Union of All Our Strength
Hmm. They
to
withdraw.
draw.
But they
Oh,
draw faction.
card. And then what are they discarding?
They need to discard, no?
Yeah, they didn't discard.
Oh.
And then they
I would have
move the
drawn
Eagles.
I would have drawn character card, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. Okay. They're using the mouth to move into Northern Ravanian. That's the stacking limit right there. And then reinforcements into Dol Amroth.
Bye-bye, Dell'Hobbit.
Yep. Another leader, a regular in Dale, regular in Carrick.
Yep.
Yep, that's the King Brand is very ready for whatever Sauron's throwing at him. Elite in Orthanc the normal way.
I mean, King Brands has done more for his people than Aragorn has done for the Gondorian, honestly.
Honestly, true. Saved by him uses the will to get rid of the Palantir.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally
Lynching's going
forgot
for
about the
Dol
Palantir.
Amroth. No card. Really, you don't want to use an Onslaught or a Strife on this?
It's very conservative lanxing, I have to say.
Yeah. Saved by him's playing a Confusion.
Hey,
That's 2 hits to themselves, 1 hit. That would have been 3 hits if they had played a Strife. Saved by him gets 1 hit back plus the 2. That would have been 5 if that had been the Strife. Benching Cresses. Still no card.
Okay.
Out of the high airs. Yes, that is within range. Western
Yeah.
Emmanuel, Druidan, Lamadon, Dol Amroth.
The Gothmog reroll still exists.
Yep, there's still 1 leader reroll. That
Wow.
is 1 hit.
Okay.
Nothing from Gothmog. Hits back. Press.
Yeah.
Now they're probably playing a Strife.
I mean,
Yeah,
consider
deadly
actually, you know what? Consider the presence of the Eagles. I think Langshin did the right call. He really wanted for the free people player to get to the minimum amount of Eagles or Deadman, so that if they want to play that call to action carry in this specific case, they're gonna lose the faction.
Which yeah, they are losing the Eagles now.
Yeah, so I think that was a good call for Lanshin.
Lanxing gets 2 hits, 3 with
Oh, okay, that's bad.
Gothmog's reroll, so that's a
That's it.
stronghold. Saved by him gets 2 back.
Now, Water, did you really want to defend Olamot that much at this point as a free people player? I would have considered to keep I would have considered the Eagles to keep the Eagles on play because okay, they got their 5 victory points as Shadow. Where else are they gonna get the remaining one? I'm not saying it's impossible. Lorien looks like quite promising, but I would keep the Eagles at least to protect Lorien instead of Doramov. I don't think I would have given up to the Eagles so easily.
If I were in Lanxing's position right now, my plan for 10 would be hold on to Gondor, and then Rohan and Greyhavens or Rivendell.
Yeah,
One of the
indeed.
two.
Same. Forbes.
Lynching Sports, yep.
Mm.
Character card, that's probably Old Hatred.
Indeed.
And strategy card, that's gonna be which end card is that? That's gonna be the end pre.
Yeah, with Doom we come.
Free peoples get their pre first. So that's 1 hit.
Yeah.
Lynch, and then
No
the
hits.
Dunlendings do absolutely nothing. Blanching gets 2 hits though, so the
That's
Forge guys
pretty
are dead.
good. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yeah, one looks very
and
bad.
for those of you who are not familiar with WOME, you might think, why are they leaving Saruman alone in Orthanc? Saruman's actually slightly safer alone, because the Free Peoples can spend the last Ent to attack. But if he's alone, the Free Peoples actually have to put an Ent into Orthanc, and they can't spend the last Ent to put one into Orthanc. So
Indeed.
as long as there's an army in the Fords of Eisen, it's slightly safer for that army to be there than in Orthanc.
Indeed, indeed.
Then Huge and Horrible, Worn with Sorrow and Toil, now, probably not that useful given that
No.
Golem's going to be.
Mm.
And then Return to Valinor.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
I want to
nice.
see Return to Valinor get played for the Artifact. Sauron's die is going to go away. Yep. Then we get Union of All Our Strength again. Which Horn of Gondor. See, that's why you should have randomed.
Yeah.
And then a Help Unlooked For.
Yeah.
And they killed one of the Marches of the Ents. They had 2. They killed 1. I suppose they have Union of All Our Strength.
Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense to kill one of it because you want to keep Father of Trees, and then if you kill Rates of Fear, you cannot use the Union of our Strength to take back either March of the Hands or the Rates of Fear. So killing one March of the Answer gives you the opportunity to redraw one of the 2 cards at any point later in the game. So I think that's the best call. Even though, like, I guess it's quite likely you're gonna use March of the Ends anyway.
And Ching's allocating 1 eye, rolls 2 more, counting 1 on the faction die, plus 3 musters, 3 Palantirs. Saved by Him's probably glad they got rid of the Palantir.
Yeah.
And then an army and a hybrid. Saved by Him rolls character, will, 2 hybrids, 2 Palantirs, and then that is a play faction or recruit.
Again, solid roll.
Saved by Him uses the will immediately to move. They're probably scared of Day Without Dawn. And it is a 1. This is a friendly Mordor draw.
What?
Blanching plays Worn with Sorrow and Toil. I mean, I guess you're gonna get 1 chance to maybe get rid of theirs another way.
No, okay,
but they don't know
I
that
don't
they
know.
have
Like I would have drawn a character card instead of playing that.
Yeah. I mean, what's still out there? Like, Foul Thing is still out there. Morgul. Yeah, Morgul. Morgul, Lure of the Breaking. All of the. I just refer to the 3 of Morgul Wound, Lure of the Ring, and Breaking the Fellowship as Morgul, Lure of the Breaking.
Sure.
It's just all 3 of those are still out there.
Other red tiles are out there.
Yeah, there are 2 red tiles still out
there.
there.
The Lidless Eye is still out there.
Lidless Eye is still out there, yeah.
So, I don't know.
Saved by Him moves again. And it's Red Eye. That is a 4 reveal. And you cannot Galadriel that. So Legolas takes 2 corruption. And then they have a... Worn with Sorrow and Toil should technically stay.
Yeah,
but Captain of Despair is actually discarded.
Yeah, indeed. Did they activate One with Sorrow and Toil?
Oh my god, you just played Worn with Sorrow and Toil and you forgot to Worn with Sorrow and Toil.
I hope not. I really hope not. Did it?
Oh wait, they did! And they got rid of There Is Another Way.
Ah, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. There is another way. Then, that's so good. Oh my god.
That is... Yeah, that
for the right shadow player is good. Yeah, for the shadow
player.
No!
Free People's draws Mithril Coat.
That's so painful.
That is right after
That's just so painful. But you know what? Maybe as the Free People player, so I moved. They didn't. No, but it's tough. It's tough to say Because, okay, I moved, and then the shadow player played one with Sovereign Toil. This tells me they have nothing better to play against me. So they have no red
Yeah.
taps to play against me, essentially. So if I draw before moving, I potentially draw into Meeting Court and think I can play it and then move. But then you could say, but be careful, because then if you draw, no, I think that
You
was
might.
I think that was a slight, because I was thinking if you don't move immediately, then the shadow player will get his time to draw another card with the Palante. But I think it would have been a better move. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm not considering all the scenarios, but just by gut instinct, I would say that there was a slight misplay from Saved by Him. I would have drawn before, and anything helpful would came up, like it did in this case. I would have played it and then moved. Given that the shadow player just played something like one with Sovereign Toll, which doesn't impress me too much. But
Yeah.
maybe the idea was, yeah, no, I think it makes total sense. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, lanxings. Swapping out the Witch Kings.
Yep.
That's not going to activate Rohan, so yeah, there's no downside at this point. Lanxing now plays Ringwraiths Are Abroad to is that going to be double move, or is that going to be attack and Helm's Deep? Attack and Helm's Deep.
Yep.
There goes Wormtongue. Deadman and Eric.
But they
Probably
don't have.
Bluffin' Dark Door.
Yeah.
Flips the mouth to go Helm's Deep. Character card that's. They could be cycling Black Breath.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Or that could be Old Hatred to
Old
try and actually
hatred,
take
but I
it.
guess yes, the first one makes more sense.
Cycling. Yep. And they get their 6. Saved by Him get the 6 back. They downgrade and they redraw into Grand.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be useful for like with this army trying to get Rivendell.
Yeah.
Okay, they have 7 points. Wraiths of Fear is attack into Lamroth. Oh, if they completely kill the army, then there's only one regular in there.
But was it worth
There's
it?
only one regular. If they completely kill this army, right? There's only one regular. So either they have to go defend Lamroth, and this one can go start retaking Pelargir, or they but I guess they could attack Aragorn. They got 2 hits. They use the other one. Lamroth, only one hit.
one. And
Oh.
now, you know
Now
what? I'm not so sure
attack.
about this move, because even if you kill the army in Dell'Hobbit, you cannot move the army from the regular from Erech into Dell'Hobbit. And with the next move,
Yeah.
the shadow player can just simply move the regular from Lamedon into Dell'Hobbit, and maybe bringing the 3 regulars plus the Ambar plus the Corsairs into Westerland.
Yeah.
Not
Plus
sure
now,
about that move.
if I were the shadow player, I would absolutely just go for the 1v1 against Aragorn.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. DA.
And that's what's happening.
Magic card. Are
By
they
the
going to play
way,
a Deadly Strife on
why
this?
not? Yeah, totally. Yeah, you see?
Against. Yeah.
Oh no! Whiff on Sudden Strike. Oh my god. There we go.
Sudden Strike fails. Lanxing gets it.
Yeah.
Saved by Him also gets it. They mutually die. And there goes Aragorn.
Wow. I mean, that was pretty epic, I have to say.
Yeah. I love those 1v1 duels.
That was pretty epic.
Saved by Him's mustering regulars in Rohan.
Makes sense.
Lanxing's attack in Westamnet.
Careful with scouts.
Strategy card versus strategy card. That might be Fierce Folk, honestly. I don't see you playing. Maybe you're playing Onslaught, but like
But most likely,
And then
I actually was going to say careful with scouts, but most likely the free people player does not have a scout because they would have played it in Eric to save Aragorn.
save Aragorn, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
So Fierce Folk versus Entspre. That's going to be the faction.
Yeah. Not sure about the decision to give
They
up on this faction so early by Saved by Him. I mean, the answer is still helpful to
this
defend the
is
Lorien in case, but I don't know.
Saved by Him is right here. Got 2 hits. Okay, Saved by Him copies text from the almanac, so yeah. So Fierce Folk does not do this. And they say we can ask a judge if you want. Saved by Him is actually themselves a judge.
Yeah, but I think it's
And,
correct.
yeah, they are correct here.
Yeah.
That is and then Lanxing absolutely murders these guys. That is complete overkill.
Yeah.
The Rohirrim get 1 hit back. That's a Dunlending. Elite in Edoras. Do you use a ring here to try and attack before they can muster more?
Apparently they do. That's
Oh, and they didn't even show that they were using the ring. They've already used them.
yeah. They
So
have
Fierce Folk against No Quarter.
Eeh.
Lanxing gets 3
Oh my
hits.
God.
That is not 4 hits. That is 3. Yeah.
That's just disrespectful.
Rerolls, but didn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
And
0
then
hits.
Saved by Him. Yeah,
Man.
0 hits on the No Quarter.
Really?
That sucks.
Man.
And the Rohirrim run away.
Wow, we're 8 military victory points for the Shadow.
Honestly, like if Lanxing wins, I want to see Lanxing win this with the Grey Havens. That is all I want in life.
I mean, I can see the military win on Lorien at this moment.
Ships of
Oh,
Great
Ships of
Trot,
Dread Raft.
Foul Thing, Madness and Horror. Okay. You need to check a faction card, Servants of Sauron at this point. It's turn 11.
Yeah, most likely.
Yep. They killed Agent Horrible.
Yeah, I was going to say that is also the second
because
choice.
the spiders are actually out. The spiders are out.
Yeah, they're completely
They
useless.
used all their spiders, so they're out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Add to the Dead.
Too
that
late
is now
for that.
useless.
Mm.
Swift Boats.
Not helpful at
Orderly
all.
Withdrawal is maybe playable, and then Tom Bombadil. Oh, that's great if they go for 4 cities.
Yeah.
And Ching, an eye rolls 3 Palantirs, 2 more eyes, 2 musters, a hybrid and army, and then a recruit or a draw faction card.
Yeah, military speaking is not a great role, but
corruption speaking, I love those 3 Palantirs.
yeah, corruption, absolutely.
And then Saved by Him rolls 3 characters. Oh yeah, they don't have any factions in play. All of the Free People's factions are out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so faction cards are now completely useless. Besides Union of All Our Strength to draw with musters. Every single other one is useless. They have so then they have 2 characters, a will, a Palantir, and a muster. Saved by Him uses the will to attack Edoras.
Mm-hmm.
No card, no card. Saved by Him misses. Lanxing misses. Press. Back in. Lanxing takes over fold and then moves into North Dunland.
Ouch.
Rohan Elite in Edoras. Edoras gets attacked from the Witch King. Strategy card. That might be Fierce Folk.
Yep. It is.
And then Saved by Him did not play a card. Lanxing gets 1 hit. Saved by Him. No
I cannot believe this bad luck for the 3 people in the defense of.
Oh yeah.
Edoras.
The defense. Yeah.
Horrible.
3 peoples cannot have nowhere to retreat. They're just playing Fierce Folk again and again. Lanxing gets 3 hits.
Yeah.
Saved by Him gets 1 back. Press, Fierce Folk.
Yeah.
And there goes Rohan.
That's it.
Unless Riders of Theoden with Gandalf. But no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Lanxing decides to draw, so breaking. That's nice. Just free corruption if they don't hide. They hid. Maybe play Foul Thing here? Yeah. Foul Thing, and then
It's still
okay,
risky
there
to
are
play
8 tiles in the
Fountain,
hunt pool.
but
There are 3 eyes,
yeah.
but you can We Shall Get It one. There's a 0, 3, 1, 1 reveal.
It's very risky to play
Zeros,
Fountain.
also nice to get out. And they
But
draw
okay.
1.
That
Oh,
was good for them.
I don't think you want to We Shall Get It this.
No.
They are not using We Shall Get It. I don't think you want to Mithril Coat this.
By the way, because yeah, Mithril Coat is not in play yet.
Oh yeah, it's not in. Like, yeah, they haven't played it. Lynching draws a faction card, Servant to Sauron,
Okay,
and kills her own offspring. I mean, yeah, kill the spider card.
Yeah, Mithril.
And now Saved by Him plays Mithril. Lynchings going towards the Shire.
You see?
And then they're going out of... Oh! They have madness and horror, thank goodness. I thought, because, like, in the event of an apocalyptic roll, you just have this guy, he walks to Edmore's Mount Graham, Mount Gundabad. This guy walks to South Downs, Holland, Moria.
Yeah.
That is 4 points right there.
Dale.
Blanching Dale from the bigger army.
Okay.
Active card, Swarm of Bats, maybe? Against, that's probably a
I
Valor.
would have totally gone for Rivendell. Totally.
Swarm of Bats, Valor. I mean, maybe they're going for the Grey Havens. They're trying to...
Or the Grey Havens, fair enough. But why going for Dale? Like, that's very dangerous. Anyway.
Maybe they're trying to go... Yeah. 6-1-3-1. Lynching gets 2 hits. If they hadn't played Valor, that would have been 4. Saved by Him gets 4 hits. They press and stay. That's risky. Dread and Despair against nothing. Lynching forfeits for no hits. Saved by Him gets a 6.
Yeah.
Stops. Fair enough. Saved by Him moves the Fellowship. It's going to be the red tile. It's going to be the blue tile. It's the blue tile.
0.
I think you.
Are we going to We Shall Get It? Most likely, yes.
We shall get it to. And they draw an eye. That is 3 reveal.
Ouch.
If they don't get rid of it somehow, then that is the game.
Yeah, you need to Mithril Coat
If
this.
they Mithril Coat.
No!
Shelob.
No!
I would have honestly even I would have used Galadriel's ring on the eye.
Yeah, why not?
Because then, like, you would have used that if you had redrawn into another eye. Because now in this situation,
why they didn't do that?
If they roll a 5 or 6, they just win.
Why they didn't do that?
This could be the game.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game.
Ouch.
GG. Yep. Breaking.
Yeah. Corruption.
By
Wow.
Him, yep. Forgot about just forgot about Nenya.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Listen, it's not easy to keep a track of all these new elements together. Like, that's one of the difficulties of playing Lords+WOME. Like, you forget stuff that you would normally forget.
No, this was a fun game.
Yeah.
This was I did not think there was any chance the Free Peoples would get anywhere near 10 points. The Shadow would get anywhere near 10 points.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, it's like, but then in the end, like, we kind of, we kind of foresaw where the 10 points would have been. I mean, it was essentially Gondor, Rohan, and then
And then
either the
one of
cities
these two.
or Grey Havens or Rivendell. There were no other options.
Yeah.
Even though I would have made a case also for Lorien. I would have made an argument
Yep.
for Lorien as well. But anyway, this
Now
was very nice.
Lanch. So now Lanching has won game one. So now next game, Lanching is going to be the Free Peoples. Saved by Him is going to be the Shadow. And so if Lanching wins the next game, then they are the tournament champion. And if Saved by Him wins the next game, then they go off to a third tiebreaker round where they will bid for sides.
Indeed. Wow. This was a very nice game. Thanks for
Yeah.
savedbyhim and lanxing to share the log with us.
Yes.
I
Yes.
cannot wait
Thank you.
for the next matches, the next games.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Thank you, Saved by Him and Lanching for the epic game and sharing the log. And once again, thank you for having me here.
No problem at all. Actually, thank you for leading this commentary. It was very nicely
Yeah.
done.
Yes.
Uh,
And
yeah. So yeah. Stay tuned for the next games. They're gonna be commented again by both Vanali and me. We don't know when
yep.
they're going to play, but as soon as we get the logs and whenever we have the time to meet together, we're gonna post the next videos. So stay in tune for those.
Based on I think based on when they played the last game, and then when Saved by Him was playing their games against Ragnari, I think they might be playing their next game. Oh, actually, they played their Lanching played this game on the 26th. I thought they were going to play maybe tomorrow. I mean, they might, but
They could.
you know,
We will see.
yeah, we'll
Anyway,
see when they play.
thanks a lot again,
Yeah,
Vanali, and we
of
will
course.
see you next time.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Bye.